Hey guys, today we are going thrifting for a special reason. I am starting a website, which I think you guys may know at this point. I'm trying to make it exciting. I'm excited. Basically, as you guys may know, I've been thrifting and reselling stuff for a while now, but as oh god, this exposure. But as I've been selling more and more stuff and as my channel's grown, I thought it would be time to take the next step. So for me, that means starting a website. I swear they're always taking out the recycling while I'm trying to film. So when I was thinking about how I wanted to do it, I remembered that I had built a website with Squarespace over winter break just for my portfolio site. For those of you guys who, oh god, this exposure again. For those of you who don't know, I'm also a film student, so I just needed a website to show off all of my work and stuff. Literally, work with me camera, work with me. So basically I emailed Squarespace and I was like, hey, do you wanna help me build this website? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. You guys probably hear about Squarespace from so many YouTubers, but honestly, a huge thank you to them for making this whole website and this video possible. I'm just gonna set this camera down because I feel like I am not a great vlogger. But the first step in this process is gonna be, we're gonna go thrifting. Oh god. But yeah, we're gonna hit the thrifting rounds today and hopefully we'll find some good stuff. Time for some country radio. I just realized I forgot my wallet, so we gotta head back.
Long-term plan, gonna be your man, gonna put a little rock steady on your hand. Damn right, hold you tight, baby, I'm gonna hey.
Okay, I love country, but this song it's different for girls, and this song is some actual sexist ass, even though it's so catchy, but it's so sexist, so I gotta hate it. Why is everything ruined by being a feminist?
I don't worry about tomorrow, still drinking from the bottle. I know my time is borrowed, I spend it all right now. I don't have a lot of feelings, I ain't living for the weekend. No, I ain't waiting for the evening, I want it all right now.
Hey guys, it is the Wednesday before I'm supposed to launch the site. I have hardly built any of the site and I haven't shot any of the clothes that are supposed to be on it. Currently, they are all sitting on the bed right over here. I spent about $300 on stock for my online store. I spent like $150 at one thrift store and I was a little bit scared. But you know what they say, you gotta spend money to make money. Or spend money to lose money because nobody wants to buy your damn clothing, Ashley. I have been freaking out a little bit all week because I have a lot of work to do. I haven't filmed the thrift haul that's supposed to come out next Thursday with the announcement either. I have a ton of videos to edit for my side job. I had a shoot for my editing class and I'm on my period as well. So, you know, things are great. But if there's one thing I do, it's meet my deadlines. Just barely. I've also just been so tired and in like a whole slump this week that this morning I drank about 6 cups of black tea and now I can't stand still without my legs shaking. So that's good. I have about 2 hours before my roommates come home and I'm just gonna shoot as many of these outfits as possible. Okay, so I have to put this down because my arm is shaking because I'm so caffeinated. So I've already cleaned up my room, the cleanest it has probably ever been in several months. I've done my hair and makeup, but before I start, I have a separate pile of items that I need to crop or I'm thinking of cropping. So I'm gonna try those on now and crop anything that I need to. So a lot of you guys ask about how I crop things and basically my process is folding up the shirt to about the length that I think it would be good cropped and I can kind of visualize it this way. And then I just take a safety pin and put it along the bottom where I want the new hem to be. This one is huge. Oh gosh. So now is the most exciting but also the most nerve-wracking part. Even though I've been filming with this camera for around 6 months now, I always get really nervous whenever I upload it to my computer because everything looks so nice on this little tiny like 2x3 inch display, but when I actually put it on my computer, sometimes it looks like complete ass. So let's see, I've got my old computer friend here, and I actually edit all my videos off this hard drive because around a year ago, my tea kettle, which happened to be on my desk with my computer because I'm an idiot, exploded all over my computer. Like literally, it just leaked all of its contents all over the keyboard. And I just turned off my laptop and let it dry for a couple days and it worked completely fine. So I thought I got away with it, but recently it's been glitching like all over the place. And one time when I was editing my makeup tutorial, it just randomly deleted like an hour's worth of editing work. And the only thing more painstaking than editing a video is editing the exact same thing all over again. So ever since then, I've just been working off this hard drive, backing everything up on my computer and waiting for it to give in and die one day, just like the rest of us. Okay, so I went ahead and imported everything, and just off first glance, it looks pretty good. Right now, everything is sideways, and I haven't really shot a whole lot in this vertical format before, but what I think I'm gonna do is create a new project in Final Cut with vertical dimensions. I'm just gonna take the normal horizontal dimensions and flip them, and then I'm gonna rotate my video inside my project. So the lighting on this looks pretty good, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of color correction so it turns out a little bit brighter. Since the background of my website is white, I'm gonna try to get my background as close to white as possible without looking super processed. Okay, so I just went through and exported all of my photos, and now because I want to make this as complicated for myself as possible, I'm just going to airdrop everything to my phone, and on my phone I'm going to filter all of the photos in VSCO. Honestly, I'm not sure if this step is necessary or sustainable once I put more products on the website, but photo quality is like really important to me, especially because there's no brand name associated with the stuff that I'm selling. The visuals are so important to make it look good, and also I'm just like fiending for that aesthetic. So ignoring my actually disgusting thumb, here we are in VSCO. This is what the photo looks like after I just did some initial color correction in Final Cut, and so in VSCO, I use Hypebeast 2. In case you guys are wondering, this is also the filter that I use on all of my Instagram photos. I don't know, this is such a godsend. It's not one of the original ones that comes with VSCO. You have to go into the store and download it. But it is free, which is good because I refuse to do in-app purchases. So I just take that and, you know, smack a little bit of it on there. And now that I have all my edited photos, I'm gonna airdrop them back to my computer, and then we're gonna put them on Squarespace. We are finally gonna get crack-a-lackin' on this website building. I am running right now I'm running off like a spicy 3 hours of sleep, so I apologize if I'm a bit in this segment of the video. I was up till like 4 a.m. last night, and I haven't done that since I was in high school. Things were getting like real wild by the end there too. I was like making up phrases in Japanese in my head, which in retrospect is a little bit weird and racist. But here I am now. Thanks to my superb time management skills, I only have a couple days before the website launch, and I haven't really done much on the site at all, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a good chunk of the work done today. I'm one of those like really neurotic people that wants things to look exactly how I want them to look, but I also get really overwhelmed by too many choices. So hopefully being able to start out with a template will give me kind of like the base, and then I can just put my finishing touches on it, and I won't have like an existential crisis halfway through, but that's always a distinct possibility. Welcome to the only other angle of my desk that doesn't show. What a disaster the bathroom is over there. So pretty much the only thing that I've looked at so far is the templates. Squarespace has like a shit ton of templates to start with, and all of their sample sites are like fucking beautiful. The main thing that helped me narrow it down is that I knew that I wanted a template that had navigation access as you scroll through the page. From the online store ones, I have it narrowed down to either Supply or Indigo. The main advantage for Supply is that the navigation, so like the sections like dresses and tops and skirts, would all be available at the side of the browser, which I think is like super duper handy, but I don't really like where the logo is placed. For the other template, Indigo, I really liked that as you scroll down, like the logo does this transparent overlay with the rest of the images, which I think looks really cool and professional. Okay, I feel like I'm leaning towards Indigo right now. I'm incredibly indecisive, which is why this process is like so painstaking. Okay, let's give this one a shot, I guess. This is how professional decision making works. I feel like the main big decision for me is gonna be how I want to brand my website. Since I do want the website to be called the same thing as my channel, or it's gonna be Best Dressed Store because somebody already bought the domain Best Dressed, I kind of want to go for some type of consistent branding. Okay, title font, let's see. Oh my god, okay. There are so many fonts. I kind of like something that's cursive, but like a good handwritten looking cursive and not one that's super cheesy. I kind of like this one, but I'm kind of on the fence about it because I think it might look really cheesy, but it also kind of gives me like really funky in-your-face retro vibes, which I like. Another issue with branding, which is like my own fault, is that my YouTube doesn't have like a super consistent font that I use all the time. In my videos, I use this special 2D font in order to get my little like on-screen text, but sometimes I do handwriting, and then normally in my thumbnails, I use Arial and italics, but with extra kerning. So I could give that a shot as well. You know, that doesn't look bad. I like it. Color is gonna be important, but that is also a lot easier branding wise. I still really like that like light dusty pink that I use on my end screen and on the cover page for my channel. So I think I'm just gonna stick to that. It shouldn't be too hard to recreate in Squarespace. And hopefully that way everything will be really nice and consistent and recognizable. It is day 2 of trying to shoot all these outfits. I'm slowly starting to realize that it may not physically be possible to model everything in the time that I have left, but I'm gonna try my best. I've sorted out everything that was on my bed, as you can see. So this is the stuff that I shot. This is the stuff that I still have left to shoot. Honestly, we're about halfway through. It could be worse. Oh, I'll show you what I have on the website so far. So here's what it looks like right now. Guys, okay, I have to say my photography could be better. Like this looks a little bit amateur, but it is really exciting. This is the most professional looking thing that I've ever made. When I was cropping the photos, I originally thought it was gonna look really weird that I had this kind of line in the background between the super overexposed wall and then this shadow. But I kind of like how it looks because like this part blends in with the background of the site, so it kind of, I don't know, I think it has a cool effect, although the photos aren't that consistent. I'm just gonna continue with the same setup from yesterday and try my best to get these photos up on this website in time. Wish me luck. Hey guys, so today is the day of the website launch. I just posted the thrift haul announcing my website a couple hours ago. I just like literally rolled out of bed in the morning to do it and then like sprinted to class and still managed to be late. But all through my lecture, I was like reloading my YouTube comments and looking at all the nice things that you guys said. Thank you so much for being so supportive, especially while I have sponsors and stuff too. You guys are so nice about it. So a few updates for today. When I came home, I already saw that I had like 5 emails from you guys from the site contact me form. The first one that I noticed was somebody telling me that my checkout page literally wasn't open yet. Because like an idiot, I somehow assumed that Squarespace would like automatically accept sales for you and you could set up your bank account information later or something, even though that is evidently not the case. So I had to real quickly set up all my payment information and then I got checkout rolling. And pretty much within like 1 minute of me setting up the checkout page, 2 of my items already sold. I don't know why I'm so excited about this. Like, I know technically it's the same thing as selling something off Poshmark or Mercari. It feels really good that it's like on my own platform and knowing that you guys came out especially to buy my stuff. I don't know, it's really exciting and it makes me feel like a really legit human for some reason. Okay, I was gonna open my laptop to show you, but it has run out of battery. Everything in my life is running out of battery all the time, including me. I need to sleep because this entire week I've slept maybe like 5 hours a night. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep now. So today is Monday, February 26th. It's about a week and a half since I launched the website. So since the launch, everything has run pretty smoothly. I've gotten 16 orders so far. I used to actually be super religious about logging all of my like item costs and shipping costs and fees involved in each item, but I've kind of lost track of that at this point because I did buy so much stock for this website and I haven't had time to go back and keep track of all of it. So I'm just running on good faith here. All in all, as I hope this video has shown you guys, there are a lot of things to take into consideration when you're starting a business, even one that seems relatively simple like thrifting and reselling clothes. It's really not like a get-rich scheme at all. If anything, I'm probably making around minimum wage doing this, but at least it's something I enjoy. If you guys have any more like specific business related questions that I could answer, leave them in the comments below or like DM me on Insta if it's a more personal question and I'll do my best to answer them. At the end of the day, I will say that the web design part was actually probably one of the easiest things in this whole process. So here's the part of the video that you've been waiting for. If you guys do need a website or a domain, or you want to start an online store or make a portfolio site like I did for my films, please consider using Squarespace. There is a code linked below, or you can just type in the code BESTDRESSED and you can get 10% off. That is all for this video, I think. I hope that it helps you guys if you guys are interested in starting a business or if you just wanted to like watch me derp around. I hope it also served that purpose for you.